Hey guys, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for joining me here with Tapping In with me, Gary Spivey, and my beautiful crew of people that are scattered all over the place. And so we got Dean and Michelle in Las Vegas. Hey guys, how are you? You good? Are you muted? Are you talking? You guys are quiet.
I'm muted. No, I got muted. I don't know what happened. I can't
Okay, what
control
is
this.
up? You and your mute button. You have a hell of a time with your mute button. You're always
I
telling
do.
people to unmute. Unmute. Unmute.
And I
Yeah,
can't even unmute
if we
myself.
go
That's
to you,
bad.
just automatically unmute. Yeah, there we go. And so, and we got Niels. Hey, what's going on, Niels? You got a little. Your child spirits popped out of your body. Look at that. Hey,
They
Niels.
disappeared. How are
Look
you?
at that. I'm good. I'm good. And there's your child spirit. It just kind of popped out. It's crazy. You know, there we are. Everything's happening in weird dimensions these days. And so, that's Draco. This is Draco. Hey, Draco. How you doing, buddy? Good. Good to see you. Good to see you. Draco makes me high. When I tap into Draco, I just get really warm and high because he's so spiritually gifted. And and I had to I came that way too. I kind of came spiritually gifted, showed up that way on the planet Earth, but I also had to work on it a little bit and meditate. And Draco just wakes up and he's just spiritually gifted. And so that's hard to be you, Draco. And so you got this family that's like, I mean, there's just no love in there. I don't know what's going on, right? How do you make it? How do you make it with that? Anyway, so I don't know. I want to be Niels when I grow up. I want to be Draco when I grow up. Those are just so much love. Or Nisa. You guys are wonderful. You're sweet.
We love you.
Yeah, I love you back. I love you back. And so you're in beautiful Los Angeles, California.
Yep.
I'm sorry. And so anyway, how's everything going out there today? Any dragon demons, red-eyed demons, stuff
Lots of
floating around.
red-eyed demons. Yes, lots of
Lots of-
red-eyed
All
demons.
right, good, good, good. Well,
Lots
that's
of pictures of them for you.
Oh, let me see. What does it look like? What do you wake up and see in the morning, Nils? You got red-eyed demons? What do you got? You know?
Let's see.
Oh, there's your child spirit. It keeps popping in and out. You got a neurotic child spirit, Nils.
I'm looking at my self screen. It looks like a portal. Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know what? We could hang out with Draco all day. We're not bored. We're happy. We're laughing. We're having fun. That's good. That's really good. And so, who else we got? Oh yeah, we're in Washington State. We have Tanoch and Adriana. Hey guys, what are you doing? You're quiet. You're being good, Tanoch. That means you're up to something. Anytime you're quiet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got trouble for last week's episode, so
You did? Oh, okay.
yeah,
It-
I gotta calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, and so, well, you know what? You guys are just beautiful people. I love you guys. Thank you for working with me. I appreciate you so much.
We love you too, Gary. Love
You
working
guys
with
have you guys have a brain. You guys can think and stuff. See, I'm so psychic. My brain don't work anymore. All I do is just read stuff. There's a difference in thinking and reading. All you guys want, oh my God, if I could read like Gary, this would be so cool. Yeah, you walk around and you go, I can't think anymore, and so it's like it's a different thing. It's a total different thing when you're reading or when you're thinking, and so and it's like, yeah, there's my little golden brain, and that's me reading all the time. And then if you saw one that looks a little whoppity, that would be my thinking brain. And so, but actually, you know what, I'm very pragmatic and I can think really, really well, but when I'm in what we call read mode, I can't, it's not like I can really think the same. I sort of know everything I see. And this happens a lot of times with spiritually gifted children that are misdiagnosed with attention deficit disorder and all those stupid things. Because what happens is, see these guys they'll be looking at something, and if they stare at it too long, they'll start to have all kinds of other information come in. And so, and it seems like that they sort of went off track, but no, actually they kind of know everything. So what a weird world we live in. We live in this world where Earth is turning into a heaven. The planet Earth is turning into a heaven these days, guys. And so, it was really neat because Dean and I wrote our first book, Your Keys to Heaven, and we figured out if you could clear your 10 dimensions, you could see, and you could hear. Or how do I get it to work? There we go. you could see, hear, and you could talk to God. And so we figured out, okay, let's write a book. And we certainly consulted God, because he was the one that explained to us how to do everything. And we figured out how to clear the first 10 dimensions that get you up to heaven. And so once we figured out how to clear these 10 dimensions, we actually figured out how to see, hear, and talk to God. And the angels too, because the angels hang out with God, or God hangs out with the angels. They all kind of hang out together. And many of your family members or your loved ones on the other side, they hang out with angels and God, and it's like a big happy family. I mean, it's really, really, really neat. Heaven is so neat. And so, and I've been lucky, because I've been very privy to actually be able to see heaven. And then God showed me the first heaven, and I showed Dean, and Dean was the first person that I showed this first heaven to. I'm like, Dean, this is really crazy. I can see this first heaven, and I mean, I didn't know it was the first heaven. I thought it was the only heaven at the time. And then they showed me and Dean could see it too, which was cool. And that's how we managed to write the book, Your Keys to Heaven, because we would compare notes. Can you see this? And Dean would go, yeah, I can see this, but I see a little bit more. Remember that, Dean? You would see stuff, and you would go into the detail, and sometimes I would get things out of order. Sometimes I would be space case, and Dean would go, no, it's not, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 4, like you got it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and so Dean was very good at putting things into order. And so we managed to write the first book, Your Keys to Heaven. And now we got a bunch of other books that we're ready to kick out. And so we're so excited. But when we started to, write these other books, and we wanted to write a book, guys, about the 11th dimension, because we wrote about the 10 dimensions in Your Keys to Heaven. And so we wanted to write a book. I heard a bell. Anyway, we wanted to. What'd you do?
And Angel got his wings, Gary. That's what happened.
I thought we were about to box it out.
No. That was an angel getting his wings.
So anyway, we wanted to write a book about the 11th dimension, and then they showed us the 12th dimension. And then they showed us the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and it went on. And then they showed us the second heaven, and the third heaven, and the fourth heaven, and the fifth heaven, and the sixth heaven, the seventh heaven. And we were like, we got to the seventh heaven. And then it was really interesting, because it circled back to an infinity energy that included the earth. And the earth is indeed the 8th heaven. And so these are things that I tell you guys here on Zoom, and a lot of you guys on Zoom are in my online club. And if you're not in my online club, get in my online club, because you're going to learn some of these spiritual secrets that I don't think anybody knows any of this, because I hadn't heard about it, and I hadn't read it. And so, but I'm going to tell you some spiritual secrets. But tonight I'm going to tell you the spiritual secret of the 11th dimension. And I can't believe that they're letting me do it. Because as much as we've tried to write a book about the 11th dimension, 12th dimension, isn't it crazy, Dean? We got waylaid every which way,
Always, no matter what.
Always.
Whenever we're writing, let's just say the way that shit hits the fan, something happens, and you're like, next thing you know, we're delayed 6 months, a year, 2 years.
Yeah, or someone just books me somewhere, and I'm going, no, I'm writing this book. I can't possibly go. And then they say, well, here, I'll pay you this. And I'm going, like I said, when are we going? And so they just, they bribe us to go do other things instead of, write this book. And so I honestly felt a little guilty, because I left everybody hanging about the 11th dimension. Then I just realized something as I sit down to do the show with you guys tonight. And they told me to tell you guys about the 11th dimension and get you some 11th dimension type gifts. And so I've never done this before. I've never done this. And that because they never would let me really talk about it in the type of detail that when I sit down to talk to you guys tonight, I could see there's a let's just say there's a big being in the 11th dimension. And no one knows about this big being. This big being's a secret. And no one knows about this big being. But I know this big being very well. And Dean knows this big being very well. And Niels knows this big being very well. And what happens is This is the being that gives you spiritual gifts. He's like the one who checks out the spiritual gifts in heaven in the spiritual gift library, if you would. And so, but he gave me some gifts this week that were like, whoa. And I tried to give them to everybody I knew. I mean, this was really amazing. And so these spiritual gifts, the one I got this spiritual gift this week, and it was really one of the best spiritual gift. Not one of this was the best spiritual gift I think I ever got that made the biggest difference in how I physically felt. And so, I mean, I was like, when I first got this gift, I felt great. And then I continued to feel great. And so whatever thing I had in my head, if I had any negative thought at all, it would just kind of dissipate. And I'm like, oh yeah, wow, this is really cool. So I want to get you guys this spiritual gift, and it made me understand really what's happening here on the planet Earth. But the fact that they're going to let me talk about the 11th dimension tonight, and let me talk about the big being that runs the 11th dimension of heaven, is really, really exciting. And so, because I'm gonna explain to you guys how to get this new spiritual gift that I got. I'm trying to get you guys every gift I get. Like if I get and I get new gifts every day, but as I get new gifts and I figure out then how to use them, the reason I get new gifts is because the planet Earth is changing daily, and I need a new gift every day to straighten out or get everything to go along good, right? And so I want you guys to get every spiritual gift that I get. And so for years and years, I thought, how in the world can I possibly write a book? Because I could write a book a day sometimes, because I get so many spiritual gifts and different things going on. And so by the time I would get, ready to write this 11th dimension book and explain what's happening, something new would be happening. And something new would be happening. So this is the kind of thing where I love it today because I'm talking to you on Zoom, and I love it today because I'm able to communicate with you guys that are in my online club and daily. And I can tell you, like, hey, here's what's up. And so I'm going to start sending you guys little messages from the online club, because sometimes there's just a day where there's something happening and you need to know it. And so I'm adding things, kind of legging into it, but I clear everybody's energy on Wednesday. So everybody's in the online club. I clear your energy on Wednesday, and this Wednesday we had all kinds of cool stuff happen. And so raise your hand if you're in the online club. Raise your hand if you're in the online club. Okay, all right, there we go. Hey, Carlene and Bill. Hey, can I talk to you guys? Let me talk to Carlene and Bill. All right. All right.
All right, Carlene, Bill, unmute yourself, please.
There you go. Register.
Hello.
Spivey's free energy clearing.
Hi.
Hey, Carlene, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Were you in the energy clearing on Wednesday by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me what that felt like for you. What happened?
It felt very warm. I just, all of them, the diamond that looked like it was, before it was cut, it was like a stone looking.
Like a raw diamond.
Exactly.
Right.
And then all the other gifts, and I just got really super warm.
Okay.
And I felt good for the whole day. It's like it just totally cleared. I had like something that was like on my head, and I could feel like it would come off with my normal meditating.
Right.
But when I got all those, it was gone.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So that's what I was digging for, because I wanted, everybody to realize, when I do these energy clearings every Wednesday, I actually do what they tell me to do. And honestly, I never plan a thing. I really don't. I walk out and I do it, and they tell me, here's what I want you to do, and this is going to help everybody. Okay. And so, but this was something that I thought was super important. And I'm so excited these days, because used to, heaven did not let me tell you guys what I was doing. I don't know why. Maybe you weren't ready for it, or maybe it would have got you into trouble, or maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know. maybe you would have glowed too much. But nowadays, they want me to tell you guys everything. And so you guys get to see front stage, center stage, backstage. And so they want me to tell you guys what's going on. And so, but I knew that the energy clearing that I did on Wednesday did some people some good. And so you had something on you that was an invisible something somewhere that you couldn't get rid of.
Yeah, it was like on the top of my head. I get it often, but it was a little heavy that day.
Right. And it really was heavy that day. And then all of a sudden it was like gone, right?
Yep, it was. I felt good the rest of the day.
Oh, good. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Because we want to feel good every day, every week, every year. And if you don't have dark energies in your body, guys, remember you don't have a sick body. And so, you know what I see? You actually lost something that was very, very dark on your endocrine system. And so it was messing with your thyroid and you have a bad thyroid?
Actually, I have the glands behind the thyroid. There's 2 on each side that balance out your calcium and your phosphorus. I have too much calcium.
Okay.
And they just scheduled surgery on October 8th to take out one of them on my right side.
Okay, do another test.
Okay.
Just do another test.
So I may not need it?
How hot did you get right then?
I'm like hot.
Okay. And if you look, guys, see her turn red, her throat and her chest. I see you on fire.
Yeah.
Feel it?
Yes.
So
absolutely.
I'm just saying, do another little test.
Okay.
Okay. And see if you still need it.
Well, that would be nice if I didn't have to.
Okay. And so all I'm saying is I didn't, we haven't talked about your thyroid. I didn't have a clue. Okay. And I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and I'm looking, and you got really, warm, when we did the energy clearing, and something went off of you. And what I see that went off of you affected your gland system, your endocrine system, and specifically your thyroid is what I said. And so, and you've got a thyroid surgery scheduled, okay. Just try to, talk to your guys and say, I just need one more test. Okay. Do it again. Yes. And okay. And excellent. So, and see where you are. Okay. And you got to let me know how this works out.
I will. Thank you very much.
Hey, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Take care. Take care. And so, it's kind of crazy. And so I'm seeing these things these days, guys. I'm seeing these things like that. And I see her now. She's holding her throat. That's funny. And so I'm seeing these things these days, guys, like that. And I see these every day, all day long. I'm seeing these crazy things that are happening to you guys. And it's just, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And does this mean that you're exempt from all the problems in the world? No, we still live on Earth, right? And so there's Earth is what it is. And so, but does it mean that sometimes your problems will evaporate? And that's what I see every day. So I see that every day. And so, and it has to do with your energy. It has to do with your mindset. It has to do with you thinking positive. It has to do with you caring. It has to do with your give a damn factor. That's a big one, right? You got to care. You got to care. You got to care about you, but you got to care about people. You got to care about your buddies, your friends, everybody. Be one with folks. And if you care, really care. Really care. And so just do something for someone for no reason. And there's a few little rules to the game. Let's see, appreciate like there's no tomorrow. Really appreciate like there's no tomorrow. That's a big one. Appreciation's a big deal. Last week everybody's beating through doubt, or week before. And last week everybody was beating through anger. It was kind of crazy. I kept noticing that things were going to this kind of spiky level of getting mad about something, right? You guys get any last week? Anything get you? Any anger? Raise your hand if you got a little something going on with anger. Yeah, you did. All right. Judy, what's happening? I saw you raise your hand. Hey, girl, where you at? You on a boat? Yeah, go to Judy Crisoli. Hey,
on
girl.
A boat with a goat.
Where are you? You're on a boat.
No, in the middle of nowhere,
Oh,
on a girls' weekend.
oh, okay. There you go.
With a fire going.
Oh, look at you. Oh, no, don't burn down anything. Okay. And so you said last week was a little anger week. Did you feel it last week? It was a little weird. Anger would just creep up, and you're not a mad person. You never get mad. I mean,
No.
you're my friend, and so you're really wonderful. You haven't got mad at me, which is amazing. And so
There's still time.
yeah. And so, yeah, but you could feel like it, and so you felt it around. Did you see it with other people, or did you see it with yourself? What did you see?
Well, it started coming up, with family, and things that they would do, and it became to a point where I'm like, okay, I can't be around them right now.
Right. Yeah. And you don't drink.
Well, I'm gonna start tonight.
All right. There we go. All right. There we go. And so, but
and my friend was feeling it too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Work drama.
Anger.
A lot of anger.
Here,
And so,
hi,
yeah.
Spivey. Hi.
Hey
we
guys.
saw your
Hey.
start.
Yeah, you girls are having, what'd you call it? An estrogen weekend? Is that what you called it?
Oh, you heard that?
I heard that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are, and we're enjoying our estrogen weekend.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Well, have fun. Have fun. And so, but the anger thing is really crazy. And so I want to give you a gift to get rid of the anger. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And this is a double-edged sword. And so this double-edged sword will cut backwards and forwards. Yeah, I had a day like that. My hair looks like his. The same thing. And so, but this is a double-edged sword. Okay, and it's a spiritual gift, and it has the blade is sharp on both sides, and it's a diamond blade. And so you want to reach your hand up and say, God, give me the gift to get rid of anger.
God, give me the gift to get rid of anger.
Thank you, angels.
Thank you.
So as you grab it, okay, now then, clear yourself. Imagine if you have any black boxes anywhere in your energy field.
Oh my God.
Any black boxes. She sneezed. You catch her sneezing? That's interesting. See, when you,
I could have gotten rid of that.
Yeah, when she sneezes, see what happens is sometimes your sinuses clear so great when you get rid of anger that a person will sneeze. So
wait, I see it. I see it on the ground.
Yeah. Kill it. Yeah, kill it. Yeah, I see it. But anyway, but that happens. That really does happen. So, but use this little sword, and it's a thin sword with a double-edged blade, and you clear the anger boxes. Anytime somebody's angry, it looks like your phone. It looks like a black box. It just looks like.
Like this is what it looks like. Yeah,
and you can clear other people.
Yeah. Yeah, you can clear other people. I'm trying to get my phone to just look black. I can't get it to look black. But anyway, but it looks like a black box. Is what it looks like. It's just a black box.
Yeah,
and so you just clear the black box. And when you do, you'll find yourself or the other person in there. And that's how you do it.
Okay.
And so let me look at you. There, I just cleared all your black boxes. They were way out there. There we go. Thank you, Nils. All right. And so inside that black box, you'll find you. Okay. And you get hung in black boxes. And here's why. And everybody gets hung in black boxes. Well, the reason you get hung in black boxes is because when you're angry, you're projecting negativity to other people, and that's against the rules. And so therefore, you actually darken yourself down to a black box. And the only way to get out of that black box is if you clear yourself out of it. And last week was, I seen a lot of anger last week. I really did. And so you want to clear this anger off of you guys. And so that's good. Well, there we go.
Thank you.
Well, you guys go get drunk. You guys go get drunk at your estrogen weekend. All right.
We'll dance naked around the fire.
All right. Yeah. All right. Send us pictures. We'll see you.
No black boxes at this party.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, you guys are just mad at men. I see it. Anyway, there you go. You guys get together. You talk all this trash about all your men. Good Lord, clear their black boxes before you go home or you'll catch hell. Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Will do.
Good luck. See you guys
Thank
soon.
you.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for the
All right.
double-edged sword. We appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, it's important to have fun. It's really important to have fun. So those guys are having fun. I love it. I felt like I got a dose of estrogen. I don't know what that does for you. Anyway, so Dean, did you feel that? I don't know. Neil, you guys feeling estrogen? Like, I don't know.
I felt the energy of their fun. I picked up on the fun vibration.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, I don't even care if they're pissed off because they made me happy. So that's good. that's really good. But anyway, so I picked up on that last week and I saw it, and so I kept on clearing all this anger off of everybody. And when I did, they were like, "Oh my God, I feel so much better." That's important. That's really important. Anyway, well, I love you guys and I'm so happy you're here. I appreciate you so much for joining me with tapping in I tried to tell you guys kind of what's going on and how things work. And I think it's so important because then you don't feel like you're totally crazy, because everybody calls me up and they in private readings. And by the way, if you want a private reading, call me up for private readings. I added Monday this week. So I've got a couple of spaces on Monday, and 800-827-GARY, call Niels and I'll book you in. But it's really crazy because in private readings, I read you guys and I see all these things and I see similarities with people. And many times, you guys are freaking out about something and you go, wow, I thought I was nuts, but you're telling me that this is normal and everybody goes through this. And I go, yeah, everybody's going through this. Spiritual things in the true reality are the best kept secret on earth. I don't know why, but it's the best kept secret on earth. You guys, depression and how and why you get it and why you keep it. You guys, anger and how and why you get it and why you keep it. You guys, fear and the same thing, why you get it and how you keep it. It's the best kept secret in the world. And see, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to tell you guys all the little secrets on how to get rid of this stuff. And so always realize that there must be some task force of demons that keep everybody totally in the dark on what's really going on. And so, but there's a lot of stuff going on and you guys really want to know so you can, clear yourself, clear your energy, clear your family. And I know one time I was with my friend Jim Smith in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We play around and do architectural salvage stuff, and I love Jim. And his son Will was a little kid, and I remember he was having a meltdown. And so this little kid was having a meltdown, and I was looking at something. I was like trying to buy a chandelier or a table or something, and this kid was having a meltdown, and Jim's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, no big deal, I'll fix it. And I cleared the demons off of his son Will, and Will just chilled out, and we were getting in the car driving somewhere, and Will's like singing songs. He's in the back, la 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 la, and he's singing songs. And Jim leaned over and whispered in my ear, and he said, "That's worth a lot of money." So that's worth something right there, Gary. That's if you can do that with the children, that get rid of their crazy, thing. And so, but then I actually taught Will how to clear his energy. And so now he's actually really good and he's practicing and having fun. I don't know if he's on tonight or not. And so, but he's really spiritually gifted. And so he was just a spiritually gifted kid and he'd be going through his little things. Right. And anytime the planet got severely attacked, Will would have a meltdown. Right. And I'm like, wow, something going on. So I got to see this through all these years. And so I knew Will when he was like this big. And so now he's like a grown young man. And I got to see things like this, and I got to observe things like this. And like every time the planet's getting really attacked, because sometimes I'm in spiritual battles, sometimes when I'm late for you guys readings and things like that, which I'm never on time. And so I'm probably swatting some demon out there that's trying to kill the whole planet. And but I do a lot of different things to clear the darkness off of the planet every day, because I happen to live here. And you guys do too. So not only do you have to clear your energy when you meditate, you also have to clear the whole earth. And if you do this, you'll think, well, what difference can I make? Well, let me think about that. You're capable of clearing the whole earth, and you're asking, what difference can you make? Well, if everybody cleared the whole earth every day, earth would be a heaven. But if you guys just clear the whole earth every day, earth will be at least livable. And so you want to be able to live on our little planet here. And so I think this is an important thing to do. And so, and 4 years from now, I'm running for president. So just vote for me. Okay. All right. There we go. Anyway,
for president.
You think? I think, right? Why not? I got to get a reality show first.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. But no. Dean, you could be vice president. No, I think I'd rather have Michelle as vice president. She takes care of business.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. I'm glad to know
right
that's what he thinks about me.
Yeah, Michelle be. I think she's going to be vice president. There we go. God. Yeah, I'm not going to get into political things because you guys hate each other.
You're getting into the 11th dimension is what you're getting into.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to talk about politics. Don't ever talk about politics, you idiots. And so, because the minute you talk about politics, you become an idiot. And so never, ever. And so, there's an energy, and I figured this out a long time ago. I'm going to tell you about it, though. There's an energy on the planet that shows up with the whole political thing, and you tap into the anger of everybody, and it's both sides of the trade. You don't want to tap into that. Do your thing, vote for who you vote for, do whatever, believe in what you believe, but you don't want to tap into the fear, and you don't want to tap into the anger. Don't buy the fear from either side of the trade. And don't tap into the anger. Don't tap into the anger. Do your thing, but do it from your greatest good. And if you do that, you'll find you'll actually be okay. That's what I see. And that's all I got. That's it. That's all I'll ever talk about politics. And so there we are. Now then, something that really matters. Let's go to the 11th dimension. Anyway. All right. The 11th dimension. Well, Dean and I figured out that we could see heaven most days, and then we figured out some days we couldn't see heaven, and we realized that to see heaven, that we would have to clear these 10 dimensions to be able to see heaven, and so we thought, well, we better tell everybody how to do that, right? And so then when we get to the 10th dimension, then we got privy to go into the 11th dimension of heaven. The 11th dimension of heaven is hidden, and I can't tell you where, but it is. And it is a hidden space, and it's, I have to see what I can say and what I can't, because I'm actually talking to the 11th dimension being. And let's just say he hides in a cave, okay? And that's where he is. And every time I ask him his name, he says, he's always told me, he says, I'm the old man in the cave. And so I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Well, I feel bad about calling you an old man. He goes, I am. I'm like, okay, well, I'll call you the old man in the cave. But he's the one that gave me and taught me everything I pretty much know. He gave me all the spiritual gifts that allowed me to go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and see all the different heavens and do all the different things I do. And so the old man in the cave is really, really a very special being in God's universe. And I know that he checks. He's the one that gives out the gifts, the spiritual gifts. And so it's really, really, I've got to write a whole book about him if he lets me do it finally. And so, oh wow, he says he'll do it now. And but there's a gift that I got from him because I don't see him all the time, and he just will show up sometimes. And he showed up a couple of weeks ago, and really particular this week and last week, and because I had something going where I was getting a little tired. Did you guys feel that thing? Did you guys feel the thing where I'm seeing everybody shake their head? Wow. Okay. And so you felt a little tired. You're thinking, my Lord, why am I so tired? What's going on with me being so tired? And so here's what's wrong. Here's the reason you're tired. You're tired because your spirit's worn out. You need a new one. And so it's really important that if you get your spirit worn out, because as you have a worn out spirit, you actually have holes in your aura. And so if you have holes in your aura, no matter how much light you have in your body, you will leak the light. The light will just roll out of you, and you will be like, oh, good Lord, I'm tired, and I just can't quite pull my day off, and I don't feel quite okay. And so it's like that. And so, yeah, it sort of looks like that. And so I call it Swiss cheese aura. And so you have holes in you. And that's what it's like when your spirit gets holes in it. And it gets that from all the blows and all the times you get punched and beat up and stuff going on. Right. And so it's very important for you guys to get a new spirit. And so, and there's, even if you get a new spirit, there's so much darkness on this little, planet we call Earth these days, that our new spirit will get beat up and chewed up really fast. Okay. So the old man in the cave comes to my rescue once again, and he gives me something very special. He gives me a new spirit that is resilient, that don't get beat up so fast, or maybe don't get beat up at all. And I never felt better in my life. And I'm like, okay, this is good. And so I want to give you guys that right now. Okay. You guys ready? You ready? Okay. And so I want you to simply do this. And so I'm just going to be the conduit in between. Understand, I'm not, I don't give out spirits because I don't have all those. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to say, old man in the cave. Say it out loud. Old man in the cave, please give me my brand new crystal, keyword crystal spirit. Please give me my brand new crystal spirit. Old man in the cave, please give me my brand new crystal spirit. And imagine yourself standing in what looks to be sort of outside of Las Vegas, and tumbleweeds are going by and this and that. And you're sort of standing out. It's almost like you're standing in the middle of the desert. And I just see you standing there. And now I see your crystal spirit is slipping into your body. And there it goes right in. And there it goes. And there it goes. And there it goes. And there it goes. Two people are having a hard time. Believe it more. Believe it more. Allow it more. You deserve it. Tell yourself you deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve this. Okay, there, 1, 2. Okay, there. I got it in the last two people. Now you all got it. Everybody got it. And so there we go. You'll notice your sinuses opened. You feel slightly light. Feel warm on the back of your head, And so I want to talk to Lilia. Is it Gable? Is that it? Lilia Gable? Can I talk to you guys? Is that okay? Lilia, I don't care. Lill.
You got your glasses tonight, Gary?
What?
You forgot your glasses tonight?
Oh, I need to. Yeah, that's what I need. I can't see. I'm a blind old. It's because you're old, Dean. That's the reason I need glasses, because you're old.
I got my glasses
there,
on.
though. I see
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got my glasses. No, I whispered to Michelle. I said, "Oh my God, I got to tell Gary he don't have his glasses on."
Oh, I can't see. I'm like, oh my God, no wonder.
You kept getting close to the screen.
All right. Did I? Oh, yeah, I'm leaning in. I'm looking at these people.
Okay. I see Lilia. All right.
Okay, what do we got here?
Unmute yourself,
Oh,
Lilia.
Lord, I feel so much better that you guys got that crystal spirit. Hey, guys, how are you?
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we are in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where the riots started after
Yeah.
a white police officer shot a black man 7 times.
All right.
His
Yeah,
name
but
is Blake. Yeah, Jacob Blake. And so our town was 30 buildings burned, damaged.
so you guys are freaking.
Yeah, we're freaking.
You're freaking out.
Yeah,
You know.
this is my hometown.
Yeah, honey, I'm so sorry, but you know what I saw? Let me. I'll go back to that. But what I saw was when you got your crystal spirit, you grabbed the back of your neck.
Oh.
I saw you grab the back of your neck and go, wow. I saw that.
I felt it in my, I did feel it in my neck, and I feel,
Yeah.
I felt like something was pushed in my neck.
Yeah, well, it was. That's your God cord. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your God cord that comes down to the top of your head and goes down the back of your neck. Okay.
Okay.
And so what happened was this God cord. There you go. It looks like that. That's me. See the cute little guy there? That's me. And so anyway, and so you guys, and so what I see is I saw it come down your God cord, and I seen it go into you, and I seen you grab the back of your neck as that happened. See, I've got like the screens, and so I got all these screens in front of me so I can see you guys, right? And so when you react to something instantly, a lot of times I'll go to you because I'm going, wow, you got it there. She got it. She felt what she's supposed to feel. Right. And so you got this thing in your head that, you got your town's being attacked. You're freaking the hell out, And so as you should be, because people freak out when they get attacked. Right.
Yeah.
And so, but you know what? Go above it.
Okay.
Go above it. You guys are safe. I feel like you're safe. That's what I feel. And so, and you got your buddy there who is Mr. Spiritually Gifted. I remember talking to you before. You were amazing. I got a great spiritual gift from you. I never forget things like that. And so, use your gifts to clear your city.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys got, these crystal spirits. And so say your name for me, if you would.
My name's Lilia.
Lilia. Okay. And your name? Brandon, right?
Yes.
Brandon. Okay, Brandon, you have a big giant sword. You have the sword of Michael. Reach and grab it.
Reach and grab it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now then, I want you to clear all that negativity in your city.
Okay.
Okay. And so now then, can you see your city glowing with the sunshine?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. And see it when I see it glowing with the sunshine, feel your feet get hot.
Yeah.
And okay. And Lilia, you feel your feet get hot?
Yes, my legs. Yeah, legs and feet. Yes.
Okay. Well, you know why? Everybody in your city felt their feet get hot.
Good.
Okay. And so that's how it works. Okay. And so, yeah. And so there we go. That's sort of cool. That's actually what it sort of looks like. And so that's all you got to do. And so clear your city. You use your spiritual gifts to fix things in the physical dimensions. And then you clear it. And then, somebody's messing your heaven up. Right. And so somebody's just messing up your heaven. And you go, hey, this is my heaven. What you doing messing my heaven up? Right. And so Brian, right? Your name's Brian, correct? And so Brian, so you're able to clear anything. I mean, you're like a total freak of nature spiritually. I see who you are. And so learn to use your gifts, and your gifts will matter. See, since you killed, you actually killed giant demons at just one swoop. It was easy. I saw it happen, right? And so now, Brian, feel how your lower back feels really warm right now.
Yeah.
You can feel that, right? Yeah. Yeah, because you're very grounded and you're an amazing, amazing healer. And so if you're not healing people every day, that's sad for those people that you're not healing. And so if you need to realize who you are, and your hands went womp womp. You feel your hands pulsating now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Reiki, massage therapy, just sit and clear people. I mean, whatever it is, whatever, you be that guy. And you're going to have a real problem because there's going to be people lined up to see you. Okay. And so, because I can see what your gifts are. And so be you. Realize you're very special in your spiritual gifts. And so, and so you just cleared your city. And by clearing your city, I'm going to sound like a total whack job now. 4 people don't get seriously hurt and 1 person don't die. You felt your sinuses open. You got really warm when I said that.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's because I told you the truth. So you did this. 4 people don't get seriously hurt and 1 person don't die.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Keep it up. All right. You guys got to realize who you are. It's really, really important. And I'm picking on Brian because I just happened to go to them. But you guys got to realize who you are, and you got to realize that what you do makes a difference. You got to really realize. God told me years ago, I predicted September 11th. I predicted September 11th, and that happened in 2001. I predicted it in 1999. When it came true, I felt horrible. Right? I felt really bad that I predicted September 11th. And all these radio shows are calling and go, Gary, you predicted this, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel good about this. I feel terrible. And I said, God, if I can see all these disasters, and I used to predict, in the 90s, I was known as the modern day Nostradamus because I predicted disasters, right? And it was just a great gig. I could predict something every week that would just be all hell breaking loose, right? Let's see, I killed Tip O'Neill. I did, Tip O'Neill's going to drop dead of a heart attack on Wednesday. He did. And but I predicted all kinds of crazy things. And then I realized I'm just scaring people. This is terrible. I was on this radical radio show, morning show, and I predicted all these, negative things. But after September 11th, I quit predicting too much. I predict a little bit sometimes, but I don't really feel so good about that because I realized, I asked God, I said, if I can see these horrible things, can I do anything about it? And God said, sure. I thought you'd never ask. I go, what do I do? He goes, clear the energy, clear the negative energy. So, Brian, you did somebody a big favor tonight.
Yeah.
So good luck. Okay, buddy.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Hey, good luck, guys. Good luck. That was good. That was really crazy. I feel good. I feel like he did it, and I feel good about it.
Yep.
Isn't it good?
I felt like my shoulders when he did it.
What?
I felt very light in my shoulders.
Oh, you could feel it too, right? I think everybody could. And so anytime you're involved in a healing, you get a healing, a blessing, a thing, a gift, we're all one, and all you guys are going to get it. And that's really good karma. I love this show that I'm doing with you guys on Zoom because I know it's a good karma show. This is a show where you're going to feel good, and this is a good karma show, and you're going to get to ride this karma for the week, and you guys are going to get to, do some good for yourself and do some good for some other folks. And so anyway, who we got? What we got going on?
First,
Okay,
Michelle.
let's go to Mezdli. I think I said that right. It's Meztli.
All righty.
First time.
Why couldn't I have an interesting name like that, right? I love these names. Hey, Hero, how are you? Hey, Pierce. Anyway, and so.
All right.
Hello. Oh.
Are you there? Oh, you can hear her, Gary.
Oh,
Hello.
okay. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Gary?
I'm really, really good. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at this baby. Oh, your baby's really spiritually gifted. This is so fun. Watch your baby's ear go red. Okay. What's your baby's ear? Your baby's ear just went red. Okay. And so, see that? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. And the left ear is even a little more.
He definitely is.
What?
I said he definitely is. He came to me 2 months before I got pregnant and told me that everything was going to be okay.
Yeah, he's like a wise little Buddha. Let me see his left ear. Can I see his left ear? Let me just.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you guys to see. I can tell. There we go. Look how red his left ear is. See it? There you go. And that's crazy, right? Oh wow. Oh, that's crazy. And so what happens is with spiritually gifted babies, if I show up around them, their angels will immediately start to talk to them, and they open the channels so they can hear their angels. And their ears go fire red, just like, especially his left ear. See, his left ear got really, really, really red. There we are. And and anytime his left ear gets red, and it's really cool because as he gets a little older, when he can communicate, better with you, you can ask him to tell you stuff, and he'll be able to read and tell you things. And I mean, it's just going to really be, really, really neat to do. Yeah, there's like spiritually gifted kids. There's me. I look a little evil.
The one in the middle.
What?
You're the one in the middle?
I'm the one in the middle. Yeah. They didn't have color photos back in 1914. And so anyway, well, anyway, what's your question, honey? What's your question? I'm talking about, I went off on an ear tangent. Sorry, No,
that's okay. I guess my life is a little bit, in limbo right now. It feels like I'm going through a major transition. And I guess my question is like, what's like the next step from here? I'm in a sense.
I think we all want to know that.
Right. That's I guess that's kind of like a broad question.
Yeah, well, I think everybody wants to know, what do I do from here? Used to, you would just have dinner with your friends and family, or you'd have a big party. Anytime I felt like I needed to change the energy around me, I would just have a party for 100 people or two, and it'd be like, great. And now you can't do that. And so you're like, okay, well, what do I do now? And so I think that's a big question for everybody. What do we do? And the big answer for everybody is, I don't know. You figure it out. And so you asked the question that I may not be able to give you the answer to, because you have to decide. And here's why. These days, Earth is turning into a heaven. What does that mean? That means that you can decide what you want to go do. And I even think that maybe this whole COVID-19 thing may be just something that's giving us a moment to sit back. And it's so sad that people are getting sick or dying, but I think that for some people, it's almost like learning some lessons about yourself, and you're going to reflect and figure out what your next step is. So let me ask you a question. What is your next step?
Investing in myself.
Okay. I heard great idea. That feels good. Yeah. Feel your sinuses open right then? Your feet got warm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I didn't call that out, you wouldn't have noticed it.
Yeah.
Interesting, right? And so yeah, but see, and so I see you starting to shine a little bit. So it means you got a lot of energy in you. Do you do anything with properties?
No, I have no. I'm not working at the moment, so.
Right. I think you're going to do something with properties.
Properties.
Yeah, maybe you go to real estate in some way, shape, form, fashion. What do you do? What is the thing you do?
I mean, I don't have a thing. I mean, I know that I feel like I have some spiritual gifts that I could get into. Yes.
Yeah. No, but I think you have a lot of spiritual gifts, but I think you're going to go into some real estate aspect and make a lot of money.
Okay.
There's a spiritual gift, make a lot of money,
There you go.
I like that. Yeah. And so, but I think you're going to be really, really good at it. That's what I feel. I'm going to get rid of some blocks. You have some blocks, and I go back to, where's your mother?
She's working.
Okay. She works. And so I'm just clearing, sometimes you're trying to do things to please your mom, and so, cause you're a sweetheart, and she is too, and so you just want to be as good as she is, and she's great. And so realize you're good enough. Just say the words, I'm good enough.
I'm good enough.
Yeah, there you go. And so, but I see you I actually see you working with properties, and that's what I see. That's my vision. You little boogaboo sleepy. He's yawning, I get so high from babies. Is that normal to get high from babies? What's going on with that? Right?
They give you this like energy. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. How old?
3 months.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
He's really together for 3 months.
I think so.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he's like got little things he's thinking about.
Oh, and
Yeah.
as he starts crying.
He's like, hey, I'm gonna get mad at you. Anyway, it's that's fun. No, but I do see you doing things with properties and stuff like that. And I think you do have amazing gifts. You also have the gift of writing. And later I see you writing some serious stuff. Do you know you can write?
I do write.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay,
do.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I see you writing something and it gets published. See, a lot of people write, but some people write and it gets published. And so I see you doing stuff and I see you writing books later. And you're going to find you're really gifted with screenplays. So
Screenplays. Okay. See, I
yeah.
feel like I see everything you're saying. I already know, but
Mhm.
it's just like confirmation in a sense, you know?
Good.
Like, yeah.
Good. Do it. Yeah. And in the meantime, do real estate and that'll finance everything. Okay.
Real estate. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Tear it
Okay.
up. Good luck,
All right.
honey. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thank
Bye,
you.
buddy. Bye. Bye, buddy.
Oh my God, so cute.
Oh, Michelle loves babies. Michelle's like a baby. You're like a baby freak. You wanted to like it. You wanted.
I am. I have baby fever now.
Oh, there we go. It's perfect. Anyway, so who we got? Who are we talking to? I love you guys. I want to talk to you.
You know who's been wanting to talk to you, Gary? I have my nephew Storm and my sister Divine, but Storm is on the phone.
Oh, good. Storm is like one of the most spiritually gifted kids I ever met. And
He's all
Hey,
grown
Storm,
up now.
are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Storm, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. And so good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah,
I've only been watching your YouTube like live.
Oh,
So I've been
cool.
watching the old ones.
Oh, cool. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I want you to look at you. I know you can see spiritually.
Right.
And so if you there's a dark energy. If you imagine a pie around you, over on your left side over there's a dark piece of the pie. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to just get rid of that for me. Good. There you go. You did it in a blink. Okay.
Yeah.
Now then, feel your sinuses open. Your feet got really warm.
Really warm.
Yeah. And so that was negativity that was sneaking up on you. Okay.
Yeah,
And
no,
so-
I felt it through my body. It was almost like my body was like shaking because of how much energy just flowed through me.
Yeah. So you're going to be really good. And that was keeping your crystal spirit from really you got part of it, but you didn't get the whole thing. So I want you to get this gift of this crystal spirit. Okay.
Mhm.
And so it's coming into you and it's coming in the way. Okay. Can you see where we are? It looks like we're out in the desert and there's these big crystal rocks all around. See that?
Yeah, I see all of them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's one of them and I just took it and put it over your head and put it over your body. See
Yeah,
how
my
you-
neck got really warm.
Okay. And so now then, if you look, you see the old man coming out of the cave.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he's like, and he was happy to see you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I haven't talked to him in a minute.
Yeah. And see, he just gave you a hug. Yeah. I showed him to you when you were a child, right?
Right. I remember talking to him.
Yeah. And so he just gave you a hug, a big hug.
Yeah, I felt it right all on my chest.
Yeah.
Really.
See, yeah. You feel slightly teary. I can feel it. Yeah, it was like very healing for you. And so now then this big crystal spirit that is gigantic. It looks like a King Kong crystal spirit. And it just slipped into you. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. Now your sinus is open. You feel like you're floating up. You feel real high inside your head and your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that feel like? What does it feel like?
It feels amazing. It feels like my whole spirit, my whole physical body is uplifted and I feel so much more calmer now.
Isn't that cool? And so
Yeah.
because before you were a little bit scared, neurotic, you know, shaky, something like that, right? Weird
Right.
feeling. Yeah. I had a day like that. And I was like, you know, what's going on? I can't seem to clear it. And the old man in the cave gave me a crystal spirit and it was like, bam, I'm good. And so you're gonna feel so good, you're gonna freak out that you could feel as good as you're gonna feel.
Good.
And,
Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome very much. And I know you're very spiritually gifted, but all of your spiritual gifts will get enhanced to a number that you can't count to. And
Right.
and so
Funny you say that.
yeah, and so you can feel yourself sort of, and so you can see the upper dimensions, and so you see all that stuff moving around up there. There's just a ton of stuff moving around now. All that's aimed at you in a very good way, and tell him to allow his gifts to go to him. And so you just got to allow big time, and just raise your hands up, sort of like this, like raise your hands up like in the air. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like let them come into you. There we go. And so there we are. And so you got about 968 spiritual gifts that just went into you right then.
Wow.
Okay, and now you feel very. How do you feel like your head expanded, like your brain got big?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, what does that feel like? What does that feel like? That's a weird feeling. I'm empathing you, so I know what it feels.
Yeah, no, it's a weird feeling to describe, but it almost feels like opportunity.
Ah, good. Yeah. Were you thinking you wanted an opportunity?
Well, I'm trying to find my where to go
Your
and stuff
groove?
like everyone else, but
Yeah, you're trying to find your groove, right?
right, because
Okay.
there's things going on.
Well, here's what I hear. Now you're going to find 6 of them. So you're going to
That's
find.
funny you say that because I've been seeing 6.
Okay, well, that's what it is. You got 6 opportunities, and they're big ones. You got 6 big opportunities, not 6 little, 6 big. They're all big, and you're not going to be able to do all of them. You're going to be able to do about 3 of them, and so you choose, and that's what I see. So this is going to be good. And your feet got hot when I said that. Feel that?
Yeah.
Your feet got really hot. Okay, when your feet get that hot, of course, you're grounded to the planet Earth, and the planet Earth now is your friend, and so that's what's going on. You guys you guys catching all the stuff I can do with Storm really fast. Well, I figured this out with you when I don't know, how old were you, like 9 or something, or 10, or like a little kid,
Really?
Yeah. And it was really cool because Storm could see and talk to God in clarity. And so we were at a spiritual retreat here in North Carolina where I'm at right now. And remember, everybody like drove you crazy once they figured out you could talk to God.
Oh yeah, they kept coming up to me.
Yeah, like, tell me, what does God say? What does God say? Yeah, but you just always had that ability, and so I recognized it when you were a little kid, and you still have it, and then some, and so I can't wait to see the beautiful thing that you evolved to. I think you're going to be very successful and very rich. And so remember, I was always nice to you, and I am your Uncle Gary, and so that's good, right? And so anyway,
of course.
Just
you helped me along my path. Of course.
Yeah, and so and I'm not cheap. So anyway, there we go. Anyway,
I told God that today. I said, I'm so blessed and thankful for Gary and every blessings that he's given me to teach people and getting taught, that I feel like I have such a purpose to give back to people.
Well, I learned more from you than you did from me, but I just never told you until now. So I learned a lot from you too, buddy. You're very, very special. You're very, very special. Always know how special you are. And thanks for joining us here. Please hang out. Please come with us. Hang out on Zoom. More is good. More is good, because right now, what's happening now, see, these gifts are coming in so fast. It's almost like rapid fire. I mean, instead of getting one spiritual gift, you got, what'd you get? 960 some gifts or something, right? Wow. Yeah, there's no way I could even explain that. We would take the rest of 3 days to tell everyone about all the gifts you got. And so that's what's possible, guys. And so really realize that can happen. And so, but use your gifts, and I'm sure your path will show up. It's not a problem,
For sure.
Hey, I love you. You take care,
I love
buddy.
you too. Thank you. You too.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Wow. Oh, is that Las Vegas after he cleared it or something?
That's screen sharing.
Yeah, there we go. No, that was electric. That was amazing. And Michelle, so all your family, Michelle, everybody's got their thing they can see, they can feel, they can know, they can do, but the different ones of your family are really gifted people. And you could always see. Yeah. I mean, you can see spiritually.
You helped me more though. Like you and Dean actually just, with being around you guys, you both really helped me to hone it in.
Yeah, but you were just you were like this, a person that could just really connect people, I mean, if anything, you have a certain, you know, amazing spiritual gift to connect people. And so it's so appropriate that you're doing, you know, Club Sparkle, because yeah, well, it's a wonderful product. You know, it's a product. I got teary when I talked to Storm. Oh my God, I got healed or something. Thank you, Storm. Jeez, wow, that was crazy. Anyway, so when you bring in that many gifts really quick, it'll like zap you. And so, and understand, you guys, he got 968 gifts, and every one of you guys got some big portion of what his gifts were. Wow. So anytime that you witness or you hang out through a process where somebody receives a lot of gifts, you guys got the gifts you needed. And so this is like a show that sort of self-propels. I don't really have to do everything. It's just, I'm just sort of here hanging out. And so, but that was a beautiful thing that Storm had happen, and you guys got the residual of the gifts. I got, how many gifts did I get? 73. I got 73 gifts from Storm. Wow. How about that? Yeah, that's cool.
That
right?
is so cool.
Yeah, I wonder what they all are. Right? I make better pizzas. You know, right? I don't know. A gift's a gift, right? Hey,
yeah.
Don't grumble. It's okay.
You already make good pizza. I mean, you're such a good cook already.
Yeah, I can tear it up. And so, but you know, hey, better's better. That's good. That's good. As long as we're having fun. Oh, I can't wait to see you guys in person. See, I'm used to being in Vegas. I'm used to hanging out with Storm and hanging out with you guys and Michelle's family and Dean. And so, you know, we're having to hunker down for a little while. So I look very forward to running back around out on the road and seeing you guys in person too, and having you come here to North Carolina to the retreat center. Hey, we'll have some spiritual retreats and do some stuff, you know. But in the meantime, private readings with me, Gary Spivey. That's me. And I did that. That's how the Storm calls me. How does he say my name? How does he do it? Michelle?
Oh, Gary?
How does he say it? He says, Gary's about it. And what does he say?
Star with a deep voice.
Yeah.
What does he do? He tries to do a Southern accent. It really sucks. You know, unmute him. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, he does his stupid thing. Yeah. So
Gary's Spivey.
Okay, do it again.
Oh, it's Gary Spivey.
Oh, there we are. Okay, well, you know, you suck at Southern accents anyway.
Yeah, I know. I think I had it better when I was younger.
Oh, yeah, you used to make fun of me. I love it. Anyway, well, now I'm making fun of you. Getting back at you. There we are. Talk to you. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. I love you. Yeah, and so, but there's, you know, it's really neat though to share your spiritual gifts, and it's really important to realize that we all have gifts. And they only get bigger and they only get better. And we're hanging out on this planet Earth when the Earth is turning into a heaven, and we get to be on the ride. This has to be the most interesting time in history. I mean, it really does. And, you know, I don't know if everybody's noticing or not. I think everybody's probably noticing on the downside because they're getting beat up and they don't know how to clear their energy and crawl out of their hole. But, you know, I think they will. And I think it's up to you guys to actually, you know, work with people around you. Let them know what's going on. You know, have them join us here on Zoom. You know, have them join the online club so they learn how to meditate and clear themselves. Anyway, who we got, guys? Who we got?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's go to Lisa Hahn. Lisa Hahn. Yes.
All right.
She has a quick question.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, Lisa, unmute yourself, please.
All right. Hi.
Hey.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, girl. What's up?
Well, I've been I'm really working on clearing my depression, and I think I've been making some progress, but I feel like I'm still blocked, and I've been trying to help clear my husband and my 2 daughters, and I'm just not sure if I'm there yet. So I'm hoping you can tell me if I am.
Okay. Well, here, when I look at you, depression is in your head.
I've listened to your CD.
Yeah, I did a CD. Like once I realized that everybody's depressed has dark energy in their head. So I did this thing, you know, and there's a CD at GarySpivey.com, or if you guys are in the online club, better yet, you get it for free. And so, but depression is in your head. And this is see the little angel on the screen, you guys, can you see it? You see that little purple angel? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And so Neil saw that little angel as he was driving down the road going home from work. one day in Ojai, California, and he stuck his phone out the window and took a picture of it. How about that? Right? And so that ended up on the cover. So if you look at that little angel, you'll notice your feet get real hot. And so your sinus is open. Isn't that interesting? And so we always include little things that matter, that are little innuendos. And so, but anyway, the cover of that CD really does heal you. And when I look at you, your brain has little mesh demons. They mesh together. That would mean you're probably obsessive compulsive a little bit, and makes sense. A little
Sometimes.
bit. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Anyway, you go, oh, damn, I don't want to admit it. I've never admitted it in my life. I hate you. Anyway. And so, but I'm going to clear that off. Okay. And so it looks like a mesh material that's draped over your brain. And I just cut it off of there and burned it off. And so, and as I burn that off of your brain, now then your sinus is open and your feet got warm. Feel that?
Mostly my belly.
Your belly got warm. Okay, that means emotional stuff. And so, but see how you got warmer? You can feel it. Now you're getting light. And you have a bunch of demons that are flying out of your head. It looks like bats flying out of a cave. Okay, so those little guys aren't going to be able to do what they were doing to you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just peeling those
I hate
off.
those guys.
Yeah, right. And so there we go. I'm just getting them. And you have a demon with claws on his hands, and he's a red-eyed demon. He makes you sort of go into almost hallucinating about bad things that are going to happen. You know how sometimes you'll get a little something bad in your head and you'll worry about it until you drive yourself a little nutty. And so this is a red-eyed demon. And so Niels, I don't know if you got a picture of that thing, but it looks like it's this red-eyed demon. It's got a claw, and it's inside of your heart. And so I'm gonna pull it out of your heart. There we go. Feel how your heart's getting a little bit light.
It felt like it got bigger almost.
Yeah, well, it did, because this thing was holding your heart from really you loving in the expansive way that you're capable of doing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right? And so like you think you want to love more, but you don't quite get around to it.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely. My husband would agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, turn the volume up. You know, rock his world, honey. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, he's like a good guy.
He is.
Yeah. You hit the lottery with him.
I really did. Yeah.
Yeah. See that thing? You see that red-eyed demon thing? You had one of those. And so every time when you lay down to go to sleep with your husband, that thing's sleeping with you guys.
Oh, that's terrible.
Right? And I got rid of it. And so now feel how warm your heart is now. Feel that? And see, I do. Look, I see a little tear in your eye. See how you feel?
Yeah, I got them in both eyes now.
Yeah, see, that's because you got healed.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, tell your husband he owes me a car or something big. I don't know. Maybe, what? I'm joking.
We'll just send some good light.
Yeah, I'll take a car. Anyway, but he's like, no, but I'm just saying your husband is wonderful.
Yeah, he is.
On a scale of 1 to 10, he's about a 41. You know, I don't know where you find 41s, but 41 is good.
That is good.
In a relationship. I mean, and so you have to, on a scale of 1 to 10, your normal day, you appreciate him how much? And understand, I know the number.
1.
3.
Oh.
Right? But on a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, you should appreciate this guy like he's a damn saint, right?
Yeah.
And you're appreciating him a 3.
That's not good. Yeah.
That's horrible. Tell yourself the truth. And here, you know what your whole problem is? You want me to fix it?
Yeah.
You're becoming your mother.
Oh.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
How warm did you get? Guys, notice her sweating. See her shine? You started shining. Okay.
I don't want to become my mother.
That's what's going on. See, the reason
She's a little crazy.
Well, the reason you're getting so hot right now is because I'm clearing the dimension where other people, you can be possessed by other people. You can be possessed by demons, but you can also be possessed by other people. The easiest person to be possessed by is a control freak mother. And so, and there we go. And I'm just peeling this dimension off of you. Can you tell me your age now?
45.
Okay. You become your mother full-fledged at 47.
Oh, I'll probably be
Okay.
divorced then if that happens.
Sadly enough, he will dump you finally.
Oh,
You don't-
yeah, 100%.
yeah,
I believe it.
You don't think he would, but
Well, I don't now, but I do think eventually he would.
well, I think so, because and he should have already. And so,
Yeah.
and you got chills when I said it.
Yeah, definitely did.
Sometimes when I open my mouth, my mother comes out, right?
Oh,
I mean, right? You hear her voice and yours sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, honey. And so I just peeled this dimension off, and I got rid of 787 mother demons. Mother demons are every time she has a control freak negative projection, which is every time she thinks of you, because she's a negative control freak, right? And so she projects this negative energy to you. It has 1 part mother, 9 part demon.
Wow.
It creates a hybrid demon. This hybrid demon can jump into your energy field because it's got your mother's face. And it'll jump into your energy field and stay with you until there's no room for your spirit and your soul or your child spirit to live in your body. And that's what happens.
Wow.
So yuck, right?
Yeah.
And so, but I just cleared all this off you, and you will find that you have a life now, and you will find that you will be able, think of your husband right now. So you can't wait to hug him and kiss him.
Yeah, I was already thinking of that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He owes me a
Will
car.
I be able to clear my daughters now? They sometimes have a little craziness. Hopefully it's not for me. Hopefully I'm not projecting mother demons.
You are. And the beat goes on, and the beat goes on, and the beat goes on. And that's exactly what happens. So because you are doing what she did, because you're possessed by her, and then they're being possessed by you. And
that's terrible. That's even worse than the mother.
It really is. But you're textbook exactly what this is. And so, but I got rid of that on you. I got rid of that now. You got to tell me your daughter's names.
Caitlin and Jenna.
Okay. How old?
Caitlin is 15 and Jenna is 12.
Mm-hmm. One of them stubborn.
Oh yeah. That's Caitlin.
There we go. And there we go. Jenna was easy. And
anyway,
and so there we are. I just cleared all that off,
Mm-hmm.
And here's how you do that. Don't project control.
Okay.
And go, well, what do you want to do? What
that makes sense.
What do you want to do? Because you're going to go around to whatever they want to do anyway. And so so just ask them, what do you want to do? But I see you feel how hot your body got now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The middle part for sure.
Yeah. Because I cleared the darkness off of your 2 girls.
Okay.
Where they were going to become you as you have become your mother. And so, your husband's going to feel great tonight. You know why?
Because I'm going to appreciate him.
Because you're going to appreciate him, and he's not going to be sleeping with your mother.
He'll be thankful for that.
That's what it's like. It's crazy. Yeah. He's amazing though. Realize how amazing he is. You're very lucky, and he's also very lucky to have you now, not to have your mother inside of you. And so don't be possessed by demons. Don't be possessed by mother demons or other people's demons. And so you'll see.
Wonderful.
Hey,
Thank
honey.
you so much, Gary.
Hey, I love you. You take care, girl.
Oh, you too. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks.
I love my mom, and love your mom. I'm not saying don't love her. Love her. Love your mom. Don't be her. Love her. Yeah. That's all you got to do.
Well,
it was fun. Who else we got? Who we got?
Alice Smith, Miss Alice Smith. She has
Hey, girl.
something there.
What's Alice doing? Alice, what are you doing?
Alice.
Is it just under Alice?
She's my
Alice.
friend.
Alice Smith.
Hey, Alice, unmute yourself, please.
Hey, Alice.
Can you hear me?
Hey, girl.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, baby.
First of all, I wanted to let you know how thankful we are to you for being part of our long journey. Just wanted to let you know too that last week they withdrew all my husband's cancer medication, and I've been blessed. We're blessed to know you, And two, I want to say thank you to Jeannie Raven. I know she's there, that she's the one that insisted for me to call you.
Yeah.
Two,
Well,
I
thank
want to
you.
thank Michelle and Dean for introducing us to Club Sparkle. So there's a lot of blessing in this family.
Yeah. Well, you
Thank
know,
you very much.
well, that's what oneness is. You know, oneness works that way. It really does. Oneness works that way. And you know, it's like, you know, I'm one with Michelle. I'm one with Dean. You know, I love them. You know, they're my family. I love Club Sparkle. I really do. I love Club Sparkle. I love Tony and Lonnie, you know, and I love, I really do. It's really simple. And so anytime you're involved in something where there's a lot of energy, a lot of light, a lot of love, then things work out. And I certainly love Jeannie, you know, and Fallon and her whole
She's
family.
amazing. She is
Yeah.
amazing.
Well,
The
she's really
blessing.
amazing. She's really amazing. And so, you know, she come to me years ago. She needed a miracle, and she was very sick, and she got a miracle, and she wasn't sick anymore.
Well
And
deserved.
well deserved. And you know, and so sometimes, you know, and understand, I don't control, guys. I'm not saying that you call me and you show up and it's all, everything's going to be a miracle. Because there's different miracles that go different ways, you know. And so and I just wanted to recognize too, while I'm talking to you, you know, this is a different subject, but I wanted to recognize LaVon Parker, who was on with us, you know, maybe 2 weeks ago, and she was in the hospital. She was battling, you know, with cancer, and she lost her battle, and so, but
So sad.
yeah, but it's sad, but unless you can see what I see, and then it's not sad. And so because I talked to LaVon a few days before she transcended, and I said, you know, there's a real special spiritual gift that God wants to give you, and I see you transcending to the golden heaven. And I just wanted to say this. And so even when you go to the other side, I get a little teary. When you go to the other side, it's not always a negative thing, but you know, sometimes when you tell God, you know, I really want to hang out a minute more, and I'll do some good here. Sometimes He allows that to happen, and so you know, He allowed that to happen with your spouse, and so we just want to say thank you, God. And we also want to say thank you, LaVon, for blessing us and being with us, because you're one of the most special people I ever met. And I see her in the golden heaven. I can see her face right now, and I see her looking down. And I see her blowing us kisses, and so the golden heaven is a new heaven that just kind of bopped in a couple of years ago, and this new heaven is a heaven where you get to be spiritual and physical, like Earth, but it's a little bit more spiritual than physical. So it's kind of a new heaven, and this is the ultimate heaven, you know. And so LaVon got to go to the ultimate. I saw her going into this ultimate heaven, and I see her, when you're in this ultimate heaven, also you actually are really all about helping people here, and helping the Project Earth. So some of the people that I know have went to this heaven, and so they come to me and they tell me things all the time. Jason was with us for 8 years. He traveled with me all over the world, and as an assistant and helping me with production and all kinds of things, and he passed last year, and he went into this golden heaven, and I got to see how this worked. You know, God had me deliver a special gift for him, and I seen him do that, and I saw LaVon do that, you know, and I saw Emmeline do that, and Emmeline was a Native American, and she was the first one to go into the golden heaven, and it was interesting because the golden heaven didn't have people in it in the beginning, and so this is something brand new, and what's going on the planet Earth as Earth is evolving to a heaven. is brand new too. So there's all these brand new things that are happening, and I'm so glad I get to talk to you guys every week. So I get to sort of explain this a little bit at a time to you, as I see it. And so Lavonne's in the golden heaven. So thank you, Lavonne, for being my friend. I love you. There she is, beautiful. She was the smartest person in the world. She was a great businesswoman, very successful, and she was in Club Sparkle. And we all love you, and you'll be really missed. And so, except by me, because I can see you over there. And so, but I miss you right here. I miss you right here, but I can see you over there. And so, thank you, Lavonne, for being a part of our life. Thank you.
We love you. We appreciate you.
Yes.
We miss you.
And so, there. But thank you so much, Alice, for telling me that.
Yeah,
You got a question? You got a question?
I have a couple questions to you, and to what you say in helping and karma. We donated the medication to the hospital to help other people with cancer. Two, I wanted to pay it forward. I'm helping a friend. My question to you is, I am at the moment helping a friend, assisting my friend with the purchase of a townhome, and the price is very reasonable. However, several issues with the house have risen, and we're getting ready to close. So should we be advisable to complete the sale or to just walk away?
I think you might complete the sale, because I think that your friend's excited.
She is very excited.
Yeah, and so
she hasn't
you know
had
what?
a home since 208.
Yeah, and so I get a vision of an iron, and I see you ironing it out.
Oh, good.
So it'll be okay. You'll iron it out.
Good.
Looks good. I would keep doing it.
And Joe wanted me to ask you, we're planning a trip, a much needed trip to get away to Santa Barbara, and at the end of September. But we're staying at a hotel, and we asked a friend, he went over to see if they're following the guidelines for the COVID. They said yes, and we want to know if it's safe for us to go there and to go to Utah to see the change of leaves. So what do you think?
I think it's really, really safe, you know, and as I see it, I think you should also go to Ojai.
To Ojai, I love to.
Yeah, because Ojai is right next to Santa Barbara. You can't go to Santa Barbara without kissing, giving a little kiss. Yeah, a little kiss to Ojai. Okay. Because if you guys haven't been to Ojai, California, and you know, I live there part of the time through the year, and I hang out with Richard and Alice over there, my family, but it's like, you know, I lived there for years and all the time. And it's amazing. There's a spiritual energy there that only exists in Ojai, California, and Asheville, North Carolina.
Whoa, love to go. Yes.
Yeah, so go see it.
We will go there since you said so. And we want to go to Utah and see the change of leaves too.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Come and see me and see the change of leaves.
We love to.
All right, I'm here.
Thank you,
North
Gary.
Carolina.
Thank you for all your blessings.
Big kiss.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
You know, it was so interesting when I was talking to Alice, and I mean, when I was reading her, I saw this this thing where I said he's taking something that's really helping him with the cancer, and I said it's bringing so much light in. What is he taking? And I had no idea he was taking Club Sparkle products. I had no idea that he was taking Nectura. I didn't know. Right. I really honestly just didn't know. And so, but Nectura, I've told the story many times, but the first time that I ever tried Nectura, I saw this light go down my throat and expand into my body and fill me full of light. And I go, wow. And so, I mean, everybody's always sending me products and things, right? And I got like big cabinets full of stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what it is. And so, but this worked. I mean, and so therefore I am so into Club Sparkle because, and it's like, besides being friends with Tony and Lonnie, Nectura is amazing. And so it really, really, really brings light into your body. And what else does it do? I don't know. I'm too dumb to figure all that out. But all I know is it brings light into your body. And so if you bring light into your body, you bring healing into your body. And so, and it obviously worked for her husband, because when they first come to me, he was diagnosed with, get your affairs in order. that was what his diagnosis was.
The doctors actually gave him 6 months to live when they got diagnosed.
Right. I mean, I hate it when they give you timelines. You got 6 months and 3 days and you're out of here. I mean, and so he, well, I guess they gave their cancer. They proved them wrong, And so, how does that come? Well, that comes through oneness, like maybe, maybe I have some spiritual gifts and I helped him a little bit along the way. Maybe Alice gave him some love and that made a big difference because she loves him so much. Maybe he's got one of the strongest work ethics I've ever seen in a human. And he didn't want to go anywhere right now. I saw a lot of great things, and maybe Club Sparkle products added some light. I remember that Dean and Michelle gave, I didn't know this until after the fact, but you guys took him, the Club Sparkle. I mean, a lot of times, Nectar is so ordered that it was on back order, and you guys took him your bottle, right?
Yep. We gave him a bottle for free. We just said, here, please take it. You need it more than we do.
Yeah. And so I mean, so oneness matters, and what part of oneness matters. And see, I want you guys to really understand this. This is very important. This is a super important thing I'm about to tell you. What part of oneness matters? Well, if you've got a big pie and you have a tiny little sliver, and that little sliver is missing, you don't have a pie. And then you add that little sliver, and then you have a whole pie. That's how oneness works. So the smallest piece of oneness is oneness, and it's just as important as the biggest piece of oneness. And so always know, if you can be one and you can help somebody, that's how oneness is, and that's how it works. So add your piece. There we go. I love you guys. That's great. Okay, who we got? What are we doing?
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're going to go to Edwina Gilbert.
Edwina
Gilbert and Roy Wells, but let's go to Edwina first.
All right.
Ladies first. Hey, Edwina.
Are you there?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey, honey.
Hey.
How are you?
I love you guys so much. Thank you. So blessed to be a part of this podcast. You really have changed our lives. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I try every day. That's all I want to do every day, is just enlighten people. And that's all I want to do. And once you get into helping other people get, kind of get it, get enlightened, get lit up. Enlighten means lit up, right? Once you get that thing where you get lit up and you want to enlighten people, that's the best. Nothing feels better. Right. And so, but you make me high, girl. So anyway, so what's your question? What's happening with you?
Just the future forward, paying forward. I've got so many opportunities. Thank you so much, Dean and Michelle. Club Sparkle, yes, definitely looking forward to that. It's just so much. It seems like I keep hitting brick walls. Every time I turn around these past few years, it's been one thing after another. I feel like the young lady earlier, like, what do you see? What help me, clear me?
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work with you with my new gift. Okay. My new gift of crystal spirits. And here's what I want to do. Okay. Now I want you to, lean a little bit forward so I can see you. Lean a little forward. There you go. Yeah. There we go. That's okay. I can see you. All right. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to say, "Old man in the cave."
Old man in the cave.
God. My angels. Please bring me my big spiritual gift of my big crystal higher self. Bring me my big spiritual gift. Say that.
Angels, God, please bring me my big spiritual gift
of my big crystal.
A big crystal spirit.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. There. Okay. Now, if you notice, feel how you got warm all through your body, really warm in your hips, your bones. You feel your bones warm. It's kind of a weird thing to have warm bones, but I feel your bones warm. Feel that? A different feeling. And now your hands got warm. And now I feel your hips warm and down to your toes. Feel all that going on? You feel that?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
Now you got your big, 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 big crystal spirit. Okay. So you got a new spirit, but you got your big crystal spirit, which is bigger than the planet Earth. Okay. All right. Now then, I want you to project healing to your buddy. I want you to project healing to him. Okay. And take your hands like this. This is how you project healing. Put your hands out. There we go. And project healing. And so where's he at? Is he with you? Oh, he's in Chicago. Okay. Project healing energy to him. And so now then feel your feet getting warm. And so he has some cancer. He has cancer, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I just see, it looks like black tar. It looks kind of like black tar melting from him.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he had years of trauma, right? And I'm just seeing that black tar trauma energy kind of melt away from him. And there we go. You did it. You did it. Yeah. Your sinus is open. Your feet are hot. You're really warm all over. Feel all that going on?
Yes.
Okay. Now then, I want you to take your sword, reach up and grab your sword. You already got it. So there we go. I want you to clear all the energy around you. I want you to cut any dark cords that link you to a negative past. There you go. You got it. It all went away. It was so easy. It just flew off you. There we go. Yeah. How good do you feel? You feel light, right?
Amazing. And I want to put it in my chest and I want to keep it.
Yeah, you can keep it. Yeah, put it right there. That's what you do. Anytime you take your spiritual gifts and just put them in your chest. But you got your big crystal spirit. I see you looking good. Thank you, honey. I love you. Take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you, Edwina.
Thank you, Edwina.
So much, guys. I love you so much.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Oh, man.
Perfect. Oh, you look so good.
Ew.
She made me high, you know? I got really warm. Who we got? Do you know?
Well, here's another one that will help do that too. Dwayne. Dwayne has a really
Dwayne
important
has a question about his daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
So my daughter's brain has been shrinking. This has been going on for years and years. And I'm just wondering if you might have some insight or help, et cetera, with it.
Okay. And you say her brain's been shrinking?
Yeah, the right hemisphere, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that causing? What's it making? What's it making happen? What's it doing?
She's having seizures and memory issues.
How old is she?
That's
okay.
She was born in 78.
Okay, got it.
So she'd be 42.
Okay, here we go. And they never diagnosed why, right?
No, they never did.
Yeah, because they don't know. I do. It has to do with her pituitary gland.
Okay.
It's a really weird problem. I've never read it before. Okay, I've never seen this before, but I see her pituitary is being affected. I don't know if it's a tumor or if it's a slight sinus cavity leak, but something's touching her pituitary.
Okay.
And your pituitary gland does all kinds of weird stuff, right? Your pituitary gland is right in the center of your skull. And it's a little tiny gland. It's the master gland that controls all the glands. She also had all kinds of issues hormonally and stuff, right?
I'm not sure.
You don't know? Okay. Thyroid, do you know if she had any of that going?
She's got something with her weight right now. Like
Her weight?
overactive. Yeah.
Okay.
Like almost anorexic.
Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the pituitary gland is what affects all the other glands, and it makes everything go crazy. There you go. And so it's right there. It's a little tiny gland, but boy, this gland is a bookaboo when it messes up. They need to do a scan of that and look at it really good.
Okay.
And when you tell the doctors that, you can tell them your psychic told you, and they'll think you're out of your mind, right? And so, because most people can't do this. And but you would tell them, but see, that's what's going on, and that's the reason when they do her thyroid, they can't find anything wrong with her thyroid, because it's not her thyroid making her thyroid go off. It's not her ovaries making her hormones go off. and it's not, you know, and she's got this brain thing going on. It really goes back to the pituitary gland. There's the troublemaker. So if you can find somebody that will pay attention to what you tell them you dreamed it. I don't know, something anyway, but that's what I see the issue being.
Thank you.
Yeah, 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 and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I
Same
like
here.
you. You got a great heart. You got such a good heart.
Thank you.
You know, you do a lot of good stuff for people for no reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to be you. You know, I want to be on your team because you got such good karma.
Thank you.
You know, that's really good. Well, thanks, buddy. Take care of yourself, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
It was different. You know, it's so weird because, you know who has this gift of where they can see inside of people like I can? Like a clear glass of water. I mean, I can just look inside and see what's going on with people. Dean has that gift. You know, you have that gift.
Now, Gary.
What?
See, you telling all my secrets now.
Yeah, you can see inside of people just like I can. You can just see, but you don't understand the anatomy, so you don't know what you're looking at.
Right, I'll
You know?
see things, but I have to go look it up online to try to figure out what I'm.
Yeah,
looking
you can figure out what is that thing? What's that little thing right there in the middle of your brain that's got a demon biting it, right? And so, go back to that brain shot just for a second. Go back to the brain shot just for a second. I want to show you something. You know, the part of the brain that gets all goofed up, that little round part down there at the bottom, the medulla section of the brain. See the little one that looks almost like a 3-leaf clover, maybe, or down there at yeah, right there. The medulla, I think that's the medulla section of the brain. But anyway, the medulla section of the brain gets darkened down all the time. And that's the part that links you to all of your spiritual gifts and links you to all the high dimensions. It actually links you exactly to the, oh God, Dean, take me back to what the old man in the cave taught us. It links you to the,
you taught us so much. I don't know which one you're talking about now, Gary.
let me think about it. The 14th dimension of heaven. Is that right? I think so. The medulla section of the brain links you to the 14th dimension of heaven. You'll have to write that down and let me know. We wrote all this down.
I'll write it down. I'll let you know.
Yeah, we got so many notes on this. But anyway, but that part of your brain actually is part of your brain that puts you in the club of the universe. So there's a part of your brain and it's either turned on or it's not, or it's either darkened down or it's not. And this part of your brain links you to the whole universe and all the universes. And so if that's cleared, that's a big deal. And so there we are. So I just cleared all of you guys' medulla section of your brain. I just did it. I could do it that clear. And so anyway, feel, Michelle, your head got hot. And so your feet got really warm. Feel that? And you feel kind of good. Right. And so that allowed everybody's angels to move in close. And so you guys, I hear all you guys got it. If you just allow, you'll find that clearing really mattered. And that's the kind of clearings that I do, in my online club. And I clear you guys every Wednesday. If you're not in my online club, join my online club. And it's only $29. And so that's less than the seminar that I do every month is $49, right? And so, and you get everything for free. But I got so much information that I'm just trying to get to you guys. And so this will really help you. And so there we go. There's the online club. There's Emmeline. And there's Storm. Actually, there's Storm and there's Emmeline. Yep. And so over the years, I've been so lucky to have such amazing spiritually gifted people that have come to me because they go, wow, I needed some help, and I didn't understand what I was feeling or seeing or knowing, and Storm is Michelle's nephew, and your sister was like sort of aware that he was seeing stuff, and you were aware he was seeing stuff, and so, but he's been a big joy. I'm so glad he's on Zoom tonight. That's really, really good. And Emmeline is in heaven, and so she's in the golden heaven. And she'll pop in sometimes and she'll tell me, I got to show you this. She's got a big voice, and she'll be like, I got to show you this, Gare. And I'm like, okay, what are you showing me? And they show me things from the other side. And so many times your loved ones on the other side will now come to you and tell you stuff if you just listen a little bit. And so there's a reason to meditate. When you meditate, you'll be able to get in touch with them. You'll be able to know things. It's just the best. And so where are we now, Dino? I have no idea what time we are. I'm sort of lost in space.
You got
It's up to you.
hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. So we almost got to go. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. Let's talk to somebody.
Okay, Roy Wells.
All right.
He got robbed like the other day.
Roy, don't get robbed.
I know. So I'm like, oh my God, we gotta help him.
Unmute yourself, Roy.
Hi, Roy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how you
Hey,
doing?
buddy. How are you?
I'm blessed. Can't complain.
Good, good, good. Here we go. I just want to light you up. I see a crown going to your head. Okay. I see a spiritual gift of a golden crown. I felt your back get warm. Feel that? You see? And your feet got hot.
My
There
whole
we go.
body did it.
Oh, good. Your
Yes.
whole body got warm. And so I know you're battling cancer. How's it going?
Well, when I got here, I told the doctors what they said in Arizona, and they looked at each other in the labs. Was like, no, you don't need surgery.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yay.
And so, well, yeah. And I see them. They've got a new. They got some sort of. They've got a new drug or chemo or something they're using on you. Did they tell you this? Did they tell you that?
Yeah, they said you was telling me about something new they was going to try on me.
Okay. Yeah. And so, are they doing that yet? Oh, he was telling you there's something.
I think yes, he told me something new they was going to try, and I think he's going to do it on the 18th.
Okay. Well, I feel really great about it. Okay. And so I'm just going to light you up. There we go. There we go. And I want you to get, there's a new crystal spirit that's capable of holding more light than our old spirits, right? And it's capable of holding more gifts, spiritual gifts. And so, and I see you already got it hanging a little bit half out of you. I want to get it in you. Okay. And so I want you to just say, God. Say God.
God.
Old man in the cave.
God.
An old man in the cave. Right?
Old cave.
All right. Please allow my new big crystal spirit.
My new big crystal spirit.
To move into my body.
To move into my body.
And there you go. And there you go. And you're getting pretty warm now. Feel how warm you're getting?
Yeah, I'm starting to sweat all over.
Yeah. Well, that's a real good sweat. That's a real good sweat. Now you're going to sleep really hot. You're starting to really sweat. I can see you sweating. You're going to and see it's getting warmer and warmer. I mean, it's going to be a little uncomfortable warm. It's going to be that warm. Okay. And that's okay though. You want to welcome it and just allow it to happen, you know? And so, but I see, you got what you needed. And I feel really, really good about your doctors. There we go. Now we're on track. I love it. I love it. I'm on your side. I love you, buddy. You take care. That's all I need to tell you. Okay. Hey, there we go.
I'll take care.
All right. All right. Thank you, God. Thank you, old man in the cave. Thank you, God. Thank you. All right. That's perfect. That's perfect. There we go. Good, good. Well, there's a great place to end right there, right? And so I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for joining us here on Tapping In with me, Gary Spivey, and all of my little crazy crew. You know, Dean, Michelle, thank you. To Note, Adriana, thank you guys.
We
appreciate you guys. Thank you, Nils. And we're always happy to spend our Saturday nights with you guys. And so I feel really, really great about the things that I see happening spiritually. They're happening really, really fast. It's a different world and it's a different pace. And I'm going to try to show you guys everything that I see. And so you guys can see it, so you can experience it, and better yet, so you can get the spiritual gifts. For all you guys that are in my online club, I'll be doing an energy clearing on Wednesday. And so it's 12 o'clock Eastern, and I'll be doing an energy clearing and let's see what happens there. And if you're not in my online club, join my online club so we can hang out, because I got all kinds of stuff I'm showing you. And so what else? Oh, I'm doing private readings and I added a day. I added Monday actually, and so I think we have a couple more, and so call us up 800-827-GARY for a private reading, and I love you guys, and I really appreciate you. And so all you want to do is just say thank you, thank you, thank you, angels, thank you, God, thank you, old man in the cave, for letting me experience this brand new crystal spirit. Your brand new crystal spirit will be able to hold these new powerful spiritual gifts that are showing up. And so it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. And it really does work. And you'll notice that you will feel good. It's a different feeling. When I got my spiritual gift of my brand new crystal spirit, I all of a sudden the next day I felt so good. I'm like, wow. It was really, really amazing. And so, and I actually see with your crystal spirits, I see your child spirits jumping in your bodies right now. So if you're missing your child spirit, which is your sense of joy, just ask for that. Say, please, God, allow my child spirit to jump in my body so I feel my true sense of joy. I love you guys, and I will see you next week right here, okay, on Zoom. Go to Gary Spivey, go to GarySpivey.com and sign up for next week. I'll see you guys then.